a certified personal trainer and nutritionist, and today I have a no equipment, legs and buns workout. The workout begins with a warm-up, we do the workout itself, we have cool-down stretches, and we're done. The workout consists somewhat of some flexibility, and it's mostly done on the ground. So I would gear it intermediate, and with that being said, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, and if you'd like to help contribute, if you go to my channel page, in the About, there's a link for donations. I also have an inspirational phrase to share with you. It says, "The wise listen to their mind, the foolish listen to the mob." And I like this because there have been a lot of studies on humans and their need to fit in. And this baffles me because people will choose to fit in over being right. And two examples of this is there was a study where chimpanzees, see, they were trying to decide whether this is something that we've adopted biologically, like as in it was passed through our genes, or whether this is a learned behavior. So they compared us to chimpanzees because they're one of our closest relatives. And with the chimpanzees, they took some toddlers and they trained the toddlers and chimpanzees. They'd have a person who was purposely going to choose to be wrong. So they had these colorful balls and they were going to put them in a box. And if they picked up the correct ball when they were asked to, they got a reward. And they purposely put the toddlers and the chimpanzees with someone who was going to pick up the wrong ball on purpose. The chimpanzees, instead of mimicking the other chimpanzee that did the wrong ball, they would still pick the ball so they could still get a reward. So they didn't care about fitting in. However, humans decided to pick up the wrong ball to match the other person. They would like second guess themselves. And another thing is there have been studies where people pretended to be told by an authority figure to electrocute someone, and they believed they were causing someone immense pain but still persisted in doing this because they wanted to obey the authority figure. And so even if you think that, or you second guess yourself, you doubt yourself, it's better to go with what you believe than to try to fit in with other people, because other people are not always right. And sometimes your life journey is going to be lonely, and it takes a virtuous person to do the right thing even if other people are not. And sometimes you're going to get ridiculed for that, and sometimes people will hate you for you believing or doing something different than what they believe and what they do. But I believe that you should be true to yourself at all times, because when you're not, I believe it causes conflict in the soul. And that's just my opinion. But, I mean, how many celebrities are there with drinking and drug problems and emotional problems? And you would think that they, you know, oh, they're very lucky, they are wealthy and powerful and people love them and look up to them, yet they have these problems because they try to morph to keep their views and their acceptance. So that's just an example. Obviously I can't back it with any scientific evidence, but you know, I like to ponder. So with that being said, we can begin our warm-up. The first thing we have is a tin soldier, and it's going to stretch the back of the legs, and it also gently works the core. So what you're going to do is you're going to kick and reach for your opposite foot. If you can't reach your opposite foot, you could try to aim for your shin or knee, and over time, as you practice flexibility, you can become more flexible. So alternate for 10. The next thing we have is a standing knee hug, and this is going to stretch the hips, the lower back, and it mildly stretches the hamstrings and it challenges your balance. So standing on one leg, you're going to give your knee a hug, and we're going to alternate sides for 10. And now we're ready to start our workout. So the first thing we have is a down dog split kick. We're going to do that 4 times, and then after we've done that 4 times, we're going to do a booty pulse for 4. And so it looks like this. Into your down dog. Split kick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stay up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Booty pulses. And we're going to do that a total of 3 times on each side. Our next exercise is a prone leg curl to a straight leg donkey kick. So it's going to work the hamstrings and the main part of the glute. So you begin in a prone position, and you're going to curl your leg, come up into a quadruped position, and do a straight leg donkey kick. So we're going to do that for 5 times on each side. Next, we have a cookie sit to a kneeling leg lift. So cookie sit is like this. Your legs are bent and they're laying kind of connected by the foot to knee here. And you can feel a gentle stretch on your hip. And then from here, you're going to come up into a kneeling leg lift. And this is going to work both sides of the hip and leg. And that is because your leg lift, obviously, and then when you come up from your cookie set, here, this part is pushing up off the ground. So we're going to do that for 5 on each side. Sideline heel to seat in a leg lift. So you're going to lay on your side, and for demonstration purposes, I'm going to lay facing away from you, though I feel it's impersonal. And then from here, lift your leg up, heel to seat, leg lift. So it's a dynamic movement. This is going to tone, or mildly tone, the hamstrings and work the lateral stability muscles along the side of the leg. So we'll do that for 10 on each side. Once you've done all 10, switch. is a straight leg fire hydrant to a quadruped hand curl. So we're going to get into a quadruped position. Bring your leg out to the side, it's nice and straight, lift it up, lower, place yourself on all fours, bring your leg up, and then hand curl. We're going to do that 5 times on each side. Once you've done all 5, switch. To our pull-on stretches. The first thing we have are some basic ballet stretches. They're going to stretch the hamstrings and inner thigh. So you're going to sit with your legs in a big V and you're going to fold down towards one leg. And then to center. And the other side. Now we're going to do a pigeon. Just going to stretch the hip. And that concludes our no equipment legs and buns workout. I hope you enjoyed it. Please check out more of my other videos on YouTube on Wellness by Elizabeth and like, subscribe, and share.